Hello and welcome. Another episode of Jeremy Cantor's Ohio Prospecting. Hope to earn your subscription today. As me and Johnny are going to go to the only little creek that ain't flooded back at the OSPA claims, the Scenic View claim. So I'm going to go get down into there, see what we can find. I can't get up high enough. And I'll be back with you guys in a minute. Okay, so I'm going to get ready to start working this section right through here. We're going to hand pump it out. But I wish that I could really do some bank right through here because it looks pretty good. I like this section where the water comes up over this little part and hits back down in here, and you can see where all the big gravels are deposited over in there. That would be a really good spot if I was allowed to do any of the banks. So this is a really good section right through here, so I definitely am going to do some dredging around through here, well, hand pumping. And then I'm going to set my high banker up right through there to run the buckets through. So I'm going to get set up, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I'm set up, ready to run. Make sure you always got your special leveling rocks. Got the pump in a basket. Well, actually, it's my sifter for my bucket. Aircraft aluminum zip ties and 2 steel rods with duct tape. Seems to work good though. And I'm getting the hand pump ready. And if you have a hand pump like mine that actually has a leather plunger like this on it, always make sure that you soak it in the water so that way you have time for it to expand. So give it like 10 to 15 minutes of water so that way it can expand. And this will be ready in just a few minutes. I'm going to take the bucket on over there and we're going to clean around all those big boulders. Big boulders, big gold, right? Let's get to it. Bucket number 1. I'm going to start classifying buckets out of the hole over there. That way I can get a little bit down a little bit deeper so I can use the hand pump a little more efficiently. Which means I need to borrow my classifier down there. And have we been getting hit with floods pretty hard around here lately? So that's why I'm here. This one seems to never really flood for very long, but a few minutes, and then it clears out really quickly. So it was the best spot for the day. So we're going to hit the best spot of the claim. And hope for some chunkier pieces today. And this was only a half bucket, that's why I'm going to classify down a couple more buckets so I can run a little bit longer without having to shut down. And with that style of classifier, I can actually classify down half a bucket to a whole bucket very fast. Just like this half a bucket, I'm almost done with already. And I can't find my rake. I don't know where it is. It must be on one of the other claims. I think it's in that Haley claim. Oh well, I needed a new one anyway. All right. Let me get another bucket classified down and I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, I'm on my 4th half bucket, and every time I do a bucket, I pick up a rock and put a rock right over there. So, and I know what you guys are gonna say, why do you keep shutting off your machine? Well, I'm not worried about losing gold because every time I shut it off, I do this. I put my container up in the front, and when I turn it on, and that's the container I put my concentrates in when I'm done anyway. I let it kick on, and if there's any gold that floated down, now it's in my concentrate bucket, and I'm no longer worried about it. So let me get to running this. I don't want to leave the water running too long. All right, so I'm on my 5th clean out. Got to my 5th bucket, and I'm about to clean it out, rinse and repeat, and I'll be right back again. All right, I just finished running the 10th half bucket, so that's a total of 5 whole buckets. Getting ready to do my cleanup, or clean out, I should say. And then since I still got a half hour left, I'm gonna run a couple more buckets real quick after I do this cleanup. Like that Williams said, don't get away. I didn't know this was going to turn into a crevicing and gas pumping out crack. There's some nice cracks going this way, some going this way. Probably just pieces of rock that was put down here before for the culvert part, but it acts like a piece of bedrock. It's got nice little places for gold to crack down into there. So that's why I'm using this. I got to scrape off all the overburden and remove most of the rocks that I can. I'm going to keep hand pumping this, but I started back here. I pumped all the way, came through here, went that way, now I'm working this section right here. So let me get that. This will be the last bucket of the day, and then I'll get back to the house and you'll see a final cleanup. So I'm on my third and final clean out. And as you can see, there's a ton of black sand in there. And there's a ton of black sand in that already. But yeah, I wanted to give you a look at the hole over here. Try to walk over here safely without dropping my phone in the water. As you can see, I've been pretty busy. And that was all sand and gravel that I cleared. That's about 2.5 foot deep and about, I'd say about 3.5 foot wide, maybe 4 around in some areas. And I totally cleaned that section. Then I worked my way over to here and I cleaned out this section with this crack and this crack along here. Then I came around here, cleaned around this side of the rock, cleaned up into that crack and up into this one and along this ledge right here. So I've been pretty busy. So let me get all my mess all cleaned up, me and Johnny, and fill the hole in, and then I'll see you guys back at the house later. Alrighty, so we're back at the house and get ready to do my cleanup here. And before I do so, I want to show you 2 of the things that I found out there. One, this really cool trilobite fossil, which is pretty neat. That's the first one I've ever found. And I'm not sure what this is. Seems real heavy, like metal. Kind of shiny. I thought it was a chunk of iron at first, but it's kind of got like a bronzy color right around in here, as you can see. So yeah, it's some type of metal. Not sure. But yeah, 2 cool finds. That's definitely going in my collection. So let me get this into the classifier and through the cleanup sluice and right into the pan. Okay, so still running the clean out, and as you can see, this cleanup sluice really packs up with black sand, and when it stops moving around, then you want to do a clean out, because then the material that's left over in the sluice is probably pretty dense and heavy, so then the gold is actually fighting for space. So try to do as many clean outs as possible whenever you see your black sand starting to really pack up and stop moving. See, like down here, it's still dancing a little bit, but up towards the top, it just looks stationary. And there's a nice little piece of gold there. And there's some pieces right in here and over in here somewhere. Well, yeah, starting to look pretty good. I already did 2 or 3 little clean outs. Almost done. This bucket was half full out of the ice cream pail. So let me finish up, get back to running. Okay, so is it true what they say? Bigger boulders, bigger gold? I'd like to say so. Yeah, look at them nice little chunky pieces. See if I can zoom in for you guys. Yeah, looking nice. So I definitely did a pretty good job on this trip for getting the chunkier pieces. And I do have some more spots out there I want to hit. So let's get out to the next creek. I'll see you guys out there. Later. Trilobite. Mini Mick.